Okay, we are back. I'm thrilled to have right here on the Goldstein on Gelt show the current world chess champion, Magnus Carlsen. Not only the world chess champion, Magnus is also the highest rated chess player ever in recorded history. Now, there's a huge debate about whether people are naturally good at something, they have good genes, or they just work really hard. Magnus, tell us, where do you come in on this debate?
I think it's always got to be both. I think that working hard, there's also a talent for being able to work hard, definitely. I probably don't particularly have that talent, but I do have the talent for really spending a lot of time on really concentrating on something that inspires me and interests me. I just don't call it work.
Because you enjoy it so much. I guess that's a great blessing.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard you say that you'll keep playing chess as long as you enjoy it. Which part of that I think you said was as long as you're winning as well, which in fact you're very good at.
Yeah, I think when you're used to doing well at something, if at some point you're not doing that well, things don't come as naturally to you as they used to, then it becomes a bit harder to keep your motivation. But fortunately, I'm nowhere near that point yet.
Okay, so a lot of let's focus a little bit more on this concept of work, because certainly you are very good at concentrating on what's going on in front of you. And I would say, in fact, unlike a lot of, let's say, the more eccentric, rather peculiar chess players of 50 or 100 or 200 years ago, you seem to live kind of a normal professional life, though you're very, very busy. Can you tell us a little about what your professional day looks like?
Well, for instance, today I'm at the office of Play Magnus, my app, and I'm talking to you now, and I'll talk to some other media later and some other stuff. So that's what I consider a working day.
And how about as far as training, when you're focusing on your core business?
It all depends on the day. I spend some time every day going through games that have been played all around the world. I spend huge parts of my day just thinking about chess, regardless of whether I want to or not. And apart from that, it's been like it's always been for me. I do chess whenever I want to. Otherwise, I'll do something else.
Do you change the way your day looks when you're preparing for a big tournament like the World Championship?
Yeah, definitely. When I'm preparing for a tournament of that size, it's chess every day for 6-7 hours, as well as physical training. So then it's all devoted to preparation. But in sort of in regular life, then it might just be an hour or something like that every day.
Okay, so let's apply some of the way that you've gotten to be where you are to what you could do when you're teaching people, because in a minute I want to talk a little bit about the Play Magnus app, which is fabulous, and I'm very excited about it. But you teach a lot of, you're out there teaching, you play with people who are not anywhere near your level. If someone wants to really build up in any skill, what would you recommend, when you talk to kids, what would you recommend they start doing?
I think part of it has to, if you want to be really good at chess, the motivation has to come from inside. I don't think you can be really good at something by considering it as a hobby, at something do once or twice a week because you signed up for that. I think it needs to be something that you really want to do, and that's the way it was for me growing up with chess. I would sit at home with a chessboard. I would pick up a chess book, not because someone told me to, but because that felt like the natural thing to do. And I think to become good at anything, for instance, in sports, it's not enough to go to the practices that are scheduled. You really have to live the sport or the game every day.
Okay, we are talking with world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, the highest rated chess player ever in history. Magnus has been talking to us a little bit about what his day looks like, and certainly one of the things you said was the importance of focusing on something you like, and hopefully you'll like it and it's easy for you to focus on it. One of the things that you've built up, which is a great asset, and in fact a free asset to the chess world, is an app called Play Magnus. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Play Magnus is, so far an iOS iPhone app. The basic idea of the app is that you can play against Magnuses of different ages, from 5 to 23. The idea came about when we saw that there's a lot of people who enjoy playing chess on their phone or their iPad, and there were no particularly good apps for this, and we thought it would be a much appreciated addition for people to be able to play me on the app store.
I have to say, so I myself tried it. I downloaded it. I don't know if they emailed you about the game that I played, which I promptly lost, but I had a great time, and I do play a lot online on my iPhone and iPad, so I have to say it's a lot of fun. I also like the training videos that are included with the app, and what we'll do is we'll put a link to that at the show notes at Goldstein on Gelt, so anyone who wants can easily download it and give it a shot.
Sure, that's great.
Magnus, we're coming towards the end of the interview, and I know that you have a packed day, but what we'd like to wrap up with here is what we'll call the speed round, which I think will even take a piece of this and put it into the Rich as a King podcast, which is the podcast that I'm doing about the book I mentioned to you earlier regarding how strategies from chess can be applied to investing, because ultimately this is an investing show. So if you're ready, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. They're all about strategy and tactics, and because that's your field, I think that you'll be able to help us out. All set?
Well, I'm probably not going to get any readier than I am now. So.
All right. Magnus Carlsen, chess is all about strategy and tactics, and you're certainly one of the best in the world. So what strategy should people follow if they want to excel in their fields?
I don't know. I don't have any, really groundbreaking advice, apart from just trusting your intuition in order to make decisions. That's a very important skill that you learn while playing chess in very complicated chess positions, and I'm sure in very complicated business situations. There isn't going to be one clear solution that is much better than the others. So in a limited amount of time, you have to amass all the different information, assess it, and make a confident decision based on that. And most of all, you have to live with the decision regardless of what happens.
That's a great point. You have to trust your intuition and realize that you will have to live with the results of your decision. So the second question, which all chess players have to develop, is their tactical skills. What would you say would be the best way for someone to really develop and refine his tactical skills?
I think tactical skills is just about repetition. So it's just about playing a lot of games. Quick games especially help you to develop your tactical eye, and just to solve a lot of exercises. So I think some of it you're born with when it comes to chess talent, but I think when it comes to tactics in chess, it's just repetition. And
I would bet that using the Play Magnus app is probably very good for building that up. So the last thing, Magnus, I'd like to ask you, is there some inspiring quote or something that gets you going every day, gets you excited to go out and take on the world?
No, I don't particularly believe in quotes.
All right. Listen, I'd like to thank you very, very much for your time. It's certainly been a lot of fun talking to you, and inspiring, in fact. So we look forward to bringing you back soon, and congratulations again, by the way, on your recent victory and becoming now the top player not only in classical chess but in rapid and blitz as well. In fact, Susan Polgar was saying that she had been the women's Triple Crown leader in this, and now you are the first man to ever do that. So congratulations and good luck in November.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Take care.
Thanks.
You've been listening to the Goldstein on Gelt show with international investment expert Doug Goldstein. If you'd like your questions answered on the air or off, go to www.goldsteinongelt.com or write to Doug directly at doug@profile-financial.com.